Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about 9 different ways that you can make passive income.
Videos like this absolutely enrage me.
All right, so let's kick things off with investing in stocks and shares. Investing in stocks is the easiest way to make any kind of passive income.
Sure, it's kind of passive, but if you're going to actively trade, you need to learn a skill set, but it is never passive. You have to develop a buying criteria, you have to know what you're doing, and you have to become an expert. The only way it is passive is if you just shove it off to a financial planner and he does all the work. Then yes, it would be truly passive. Probably not passive enough to quit your job before 65.
All right, idea number 2 for generating passive income is to start a YouTube channel.
It's incredibly active where you have to plan out the videos, you have to edit the videos. Does MrBeast work?
I wouldn't recommend someone do what I do because it's stressful.
MrBeast is the CEO of his company. He's great at making videos, but he's also great at building a team. And it seems the main job he does is comes up with crazy ideas and then builds a team to do that. But that kid has been doing it since he was like 12. And it takes a ton of work, where this guy has made a huge leap as he's learned to be a leader and he's learned to build a team. But as far as passive, I can't say a YouTube channel is passive.
Idea number 3 for making passive income is to start a podcast.
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has to show up for his 3-hour podcast. He's crushing it. I love Joe Rogan, but it's not passive. And he seems to run a small shop. But once again, podcasting requires a team, it requires planning, it requires execution. It is definitely not passive.
All right, so idea number 4 for generating passive income is to become an affiliate marketer.
Now granted, maybe this guy is considering passive, hey, I'm not having to dig a ditch. Maybe it's, hey, I don't have to have a traditional sales job. That's great, but it's not passive. And I guess why this aggravates me is for young investors, they make poor decisions on their investments because they're chasing that elusive dream of not having to create productive value for other humans, otherwise known as work.
Method number 5 of making passive income is by selling digital products.
Holy hell! I would so much rather flip a house and sell a digital product. My most frustrating part about having an education company is it's so much easier to flip a house. Why is it easier to flip a house? Because I've got a lot of experience with it. I have a team that executes, and then I really just coordinate and lead. Selling a digital product, not passive. Maybe once it works and then it's passive, but I think those are unicorns. This guy's crushing it. It should be called How I'm Creating 27K a Week by Crushing It and Working. He seems to be making money in non-traditional ways, and that's awesome. This is stuff my dad, my grandpa could have never done.
6 for passive income generation is to create an online course.
Digital product and selling course, aren't they the same thing? His next thing he's probably gonna say is passive is create a SaaS product, which is the most time and labor intensive thing ever.
Idea number 7 for passive income is by creating some kind of paid membership or community model.
Once again, you have to do so much work to create value for the community. It's not just like throw a bunch of people in Facebook and collect cash. I guarantee you he's not doing all the work. He probably has a great team. These guys seem very successful. So if you're looking to get wealthy with the minimum amount of brain damage, it's become a leader and build a team.
So idea number 8 for generating passive income is creating a business that sells goods or services and then automating or delegating aspects of that business.
It's not automate, because you can't automate leadership.
Idea number 9 for generating passive income is to build an app or a website or some kind of software product that you can offer either as a one-off or, more likely these days, as a subscription service. And there's a whole category of this called SaaS, software as a service.
Wait, building what? Building an app or a website? An app development is the most, oh my God, it's the most expensive and labor intensive way to make a buck. And I credit this guy for his success. Making 27K in a week, that's awesome. But I think he's misleading people. It seems to me that he's able to coordinate action amongst his team members and he's able to lead and set direction. So the fastest way, and it's not fast, to get wealthy is to be able to learn to coordinate action with other humans. And I get that phrase from a book called What Leadership Actually Is by Larry Yach. And then be a leader. And now being a leader, in my experience, it's one of the most rewarding, but it's one of the hardest things you can do because you have to burn away all the lesser parts of your personality. Passive income happens after hyperactive active income. If you want to be wealthy, you got to create value for other people. On the stage right now is the Vreeland Capital team. In this next video, I'll teach you how I've built multiple world-class teams to scale my companies to the moon.